Hi everyone, thank you for joining me in this video. You're watching Tales of Gear. I'm Tom, and this video is an intro video in a project I'm about to start. It's a do-it-yourself project, and as you have seen, it's related to the making of a replica of the 66mm rocket that goes into the M72 LAW launcher. So, a while back I've managed to get my hands on a original 70s dated M72 A2. Let's take a look. It's a nice piece, but it's missing the actual rocket, and I thought it would be cool to have a replica of this rocket and to combine it with the launcher. So I've started research what the options were. I was firstly trying to get an inert one, but that's pretty tricky, and it's not it's not cheap, and so I needed another solution. So I figured out that some guys are already making 3D printed replicas of these rockets. So I've ended up actually getting these parts printed. I'm not printing them myself. It's a local guy, and he does a very great job. I just provided the files, and let's take a look how these were made. I have a link in the description below, so if you need some parts printed, go ahead and get in touch with him. The price is also right, the service is great, and I hope to do more projects with 3D print, and of course I will ask this guy to print all the parts I need. In this video, in this intro video, I will go through the steps, and before I do that, I will tell you what's the goal. The goal is to have a accurately done replica of the 66mm rocket for the M72 LAW launcher. This means the color should be right, the fins need to be spring-loaded. By the way, I have ordered some springs that should fit and do the job. And of course, the feel when I'm holding it should as much as possible replicate the feel of the real rocket. So I'm thinking of inserting some weights maybe inside, or fill it up. I will talk about that in a bit. So idea is, when I'm holding the complete M72 with the rocket inside, to get the actual feel of a real one. And this is where I need you guys, if you can help me out. Does anyone know the weight of the rocket itself and the combined weight of the rocket and the launcher? If you know the info, let me know in the comments below. That would be a great info, and I could do some steps before final assembly to get this part right as well. Now let's talk about the steps I'm going to be doing, and I hope to have some assistance from you guys, because that's the first time I'm handling these 3D printed parts. The first step I'm going to be doing is to actually glue everything together, and here's the first problem I have to tackle. All the parts are made with a lot of tolerance, as you can see here. So if I use super glue, it may not align as it should, and that goes for all the parts, as you can see here as well. So I'm thinking to use epoxy and somehow align it perfectly and let it dry. If you have other suggestions, please let me know. Should I sand down the inside where the glue should bond? to get a better bond, let me know. Well, this is the gluing part. Once I have glued everything together except the cap and maybe this back part here, I want to, so these parts would be glued together. I would use this, the next step would be to use this PU foam and to fill it up with this foam. I'm hoping to get this sturdy feeling. It won't feel cheap and empty, but it would feel much sturdier, like with this foam inside. And then I would cut off the excess once the foam comes out and would glue the cap on afterwards, and this back part as well. Let me know what you think about this step. Is there a better way to replicate the weight and the feel of the real rocket? Now, once everything is glued together, I would start the sanding process. First off, is it needed to sand it or not? The reason why I want to sand everything down is because of these stripes here you can see, and this here too. So I want to make it nice to the touch, so it feels actually like metal, and also I think the paint should bond better. Now, if you have suggestions how to sand it, should it be done like wet sanding or dry sanding? What grit should I use? Can I do anything wrong when I'm sanding it down? Please comment, please let me know. Once everything is sanded down, the next step would be to use a primer. I would make a thin layer of plastic primer on it and let it dry. Once it's dry, the next layer, the idea is to replicate the looks of the real one. And this is another thing I want to ask you. If someone knows what are the colors of the real rocket. From my research, I've seen the combination of black and copper, and some kind of brass color for some parts. Others have the complete rocket in OD in combination with black or brass. So there is a variety of combinations of colors, and I'm interested in the right combination for the M72 LAW from the 70s. So if someone has the info, please let me know. Here is a picture. This is an inert 66mm LAW rocket, and I don't know if this is all authentic or not, so please let me know what you think. And if you have the info, it would be much appreciated to get the info before I start painting. In case the colors and the combination of colors is black, brass and copper, the next step after the primer would be to use this copper color and paint everything in the copper color. After that, I would cover up the parts that are not supposed to be brass and paint the other parts with this. Yeah, it's metal gold, but it turns out to be like a brass color. Once this is covered in paint, I would cover the other parts of the rocket and paint them black where it needs to be black. Once everything is dry, the idea is to use this clear lacquer, and the reason is just to protect the painted parts from scratching, and so the paint doesn't come off. I'm using this glossy one, and I would like to know, should I use the glossy one or actually use the non-glossy one. I had to remove the spray cans because they reflect too much light and the camera is confused. So okay, now let's say everything is painted and I managed to install the fins and the springs are not too strong and nothing breaks off. I would say the project would be done. There is one more thing I'm not sure about. So I was trying out these two parts. I was trying to insert them from the back of the launcher and they don't fit. I've measured it out, it's 66 millimeters, and so my guess is the rocket is inserted into the launcher from the front, right? Can someone confirm that? Just trying to figure out if I'm good with the specs of the rocket now or not. I think I have covered everything regarding this project in this intro video. Hope to get some answers, some suggestions, ideas. Feel free to comment. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.